Good afternoon, welcome to Friday. Thank heavens it's Friday, TGIF and all that jazz. Sorry for being a little bit late. We had a bit of an overrun on the timings with our kids in school. We had one of the, well, they call them IPPs, but basically it's an individual program plan for our daughter. Long story made short, she's on the tag track, I guess, gifted and talented track. And so because she's on track for getting into that program, we really need to set up this year as the year for her to, I guess, finish showing what she can do. I don't know how to explain it, but basically, long story short being, we had to go and meet with her teacher to help set up what we want as sort of the target goals for the first part of the year to help her continue growing and expanding in her knowledge. I mean, she's a scrawny rake as it is. Physically expanding would not be smart. So all that to say that that's why we started a little bit late. Hello. If you are not double parking, you should be. We also have a wonderful person by the name of, let's see, can I do it this way? Oh, maybe. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. I hope that's correct. Spell. Okay. Just double checking my notes, make sure I spell this person correctly while I shout it out. Nope, that's not helping. Can't spell. There we go. All right. Yeah, there we go. So, if you are not already double parking, you should be. We have a great streamer in Wolfen. So yes, and I always recommend, oh, I can't spell that either. One of those days. Yeah, okay. This is my favorite place to be when you've got to double park if you are on a device that only supports one screen at a time. But in the meantime, we are here. I need to figure out what to do with a pair of armadillos. I have absolutely no clue. I have no idea if they're going to want to cooperate to go through a portal more than once. They've done it once. But I don't know if they're going to cooperate to do it. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Geek Out has been changed. We're looking at two characters who have white hair. I will take Super Gray, because sometimes in Disney it's hard to tell. But in the meantime, while we do that, I'm going to rocket through the door with the face cam so you guys can... Oh, lordy. Let's see what I mean by the creepers. We always have a gazillion creepers. This is what we finished off yesterday. So we have... Now, there may be a couple of tweaks I make over time, but yep, this is what we're looking at for the Beatles. And that's the first picture we're going to do. There will be a second one later on, and I've got a few ideas for 3D stuff. But in the meantime, we need to move some armadillos. We need to actually get ourselves some more diamonds, and we're going to need to clear out some more space. So yeah, because this one was 8 chunks by 8 chunks. We might have been able to get away with 7, I believe. Let's see. Ooh, that's not good. I'm inside, so it's trying to give us ugly things. Okay. Nope, we would not have been able to get away with 7, but yeah, 8 chunks, and this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're only at 5. We need to go another 3 in that direction. If we're to do art out to the east, we could do it to the west, but it's a lot lumpier over there with a lot more ravines and such. But we're going to need to clear out one way or the other because we have other builds to make. So yeah. Huh. Yeah, I could deforest the whole thing. Sure. Hey, Mike. Good to see you. I hope you're doing better. Did you end up getting your power restored? I am quite curious to know. Oops, nope. That's better. I'm quite curious to know. Yeah, it was a little windy. Cruella de Vil does have white hair? Yes, indeed. Cruella de Vil. Cruella de Vil. She doesn't scare ya, then nobody will. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I should really... And then I forgot. So I finally got around to finishing the lunchbox. Just one of those things. And that was before we ended up with any other items. So the other piece I was working on as a side effect of that when I couldn't get things going was slowly placing these pieces for the beacon. I'm going to do it with emeralds. But even before that, because we were so diamond poor, I decided I would just throw out some blocks of lapis. And that'll get me 1 diamond with a bit of leftovers. Might be easier if we just mined, to be perfectly honest. The other thing we have not done is actually mined for our own debris. It's one of those on-spec things. So yeah, we have a few things to do today. But first things first, I need to figure out where on earth I want to put armadillos. And as usual, I would like the armadillos indoors. Just because. And I thought about shrinking this room, but frankly put, the cats need all the space they can get. Meow, 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 meow. We have enough. I'm not even sure how many we've got going. Let's see. You know what I'm going to do? Just for kicks, because I can. I'm going to grab a sign. Oh, no, don't need birch signs handy. Sure, let's use this first oak one. Sure, we got an oak sign. That'll work. Oak will work. And let's throw that right up. I don't know, the middle-ish. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that there for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I lost track. Dang it! I can't count from the map because... Oh, yeah, there we go. I guess I can count from the map. It's probably easier. So let's start in the bottom left. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so we have 20 cats. These are just the ones that I started not breeding, sorry, correct me. Started, current cat count. These are just the ones that were indoors, as in they got into the mansion. And we are, none of these have been bred. So I have to be careful about that. I don't want to breed them. Every once in a while I bring in a new cat, and I'm very thankful these are sitting, because if they weren't, then they'd be breeding like crazy. But yeah, so we have 20 cats so far, and this is not counting the about 8 or 10 that I've ignored while I was on the roof, and that's just the ones that are already inside I didn't mind grabbing and keeping, but the ones that are outside, like on the roof, they can just stay out there. That's fine. I don't care. That said, armadillos. Debating, do I use this corner? That might work. It's kind of a dead corner. It might be smarter than putting them next to the cats. No power to the house. Although with no power, I was able to trim a limb off your service line. Ah, okay. So, do you think it was the limb that took the service line down, or was it something else that did that? I need gates. What I find funny, this is meant to be outside Minecraft task list, and I haven't done anything with it. So, number one thing to do offline, this list. Anyway, we need gates. I need at least 2. Or do I want it with carpet? Actually, we're inside, so carpet seems uncivilized. There we go. Alright, so I'm debating now. Question is, do I want them on that side, or do I want them on this side? The, which is this? Is it the south side? Yes. The lovely little allays have decided they want to come in. The limb's been there for years. Park company wouldn't trim it. Had access from the neighbor's land. Ah, so now it becomes between you and the neighbor in case they're upset about it. That's fair. Okay, so these allays, there's one that's a little bit separate. He kept snapping his line. I don't know quite why, but I think there's a way they can do it by rubbing against the stairs on the outside of the house, or outside of the mansion. But since we're not using them right now, it's time to bring them back indoors. That was our are, hey, we need to breed an extra type of thing. So I'm thinking maybe the top floor was not working too well for an ally room, because when I want to take them outside, it just takes forever to get them down the stairs. Rumor has it that cats eat allies. Cats are not bothered by armadillos. So I think what I'll do then is derail a little bit, and make an ally room on this side and an armadillo room on that side. At some point we're going to need a dog space, but I can do that on a different floor because the dogs will teleport to you, whereas allies not so much. That would be nice, but they don't.
Greetings.
Hey Jay, how are you doing? Okay, so we can clean up the carpet later. I can clean up the cats later. Let's go with... I guess I need to move the allies inside, and they're going to fly all over the place. So I guess I need to finish closing off their door? You know what I'm going to do to start with? I'm just going to put enough posts around here that I can just pin the allies in for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Let's go with 1. Come on. 1, 2, 3. This will be 4. I've got 8, so that's not going to work, but 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll do for now. And actually I have 9. Great. Oh, shush. What's the middle? This one? About here. There. Okay. That's that. And then I can go get the allies and move them out of the hallway. And that will be a good start. Right? A good start. Oh, shush. Crazy thing. So we apparently have a hatted micro zombie, being a bit of a pain in the backside. Let's put that there for now. Disc. Hello. Thank you. Alright, that should be everything. I gave this guy a pumpkin pie because I had some extras at the time, but it reminds me that he's the one I don't want to take outside. It makes it easier for me to figure out which is which. Just so I don't end up with everybody outside, lose one, and have a bad day. You just cut it in pieces starting at the tip to take the weight off. Then you cut the other side, then the whole limb. That's a good way of doing it, and it allows you more or less to stay further away from the line, like the actual feeder line or whatever, because then you don't end up worrying about, you know, damaging it in a way that makes it harder for the company to get it put back up. So we've got a nighttime. I don't know what song this is. Let's just minimize. What is this? Oh, okay. Nothing I critically need at the moment. Perfect. I shouldn't be looking at the viewers list. It's a dangerous thing to do. Okay, fences. I want to do fences for the other guys, and then while it's daytime I should go get the allies. That'd be sensible. This, and I have... There. How many doors do I have for the cats? Just one. At some point maybe I'll turn it into a double room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. One. That one. We're gonna have armadillos coming through here, so I hope that'll be okay. I don't know. Oh, hush, you crazy thing. This one? Probably gonna need to get rid of that guy, because he's... Unfortunately, that guy's short enough that he won't, I can't just open half the door and swipe at his feet. Let's go deal with Micro Zombie. He's not going to go away. Be fast. Short stuff. Come here. Ah! I missed. Really? Come on. There we go. What did I get? I got his shirt. Okay. Don't lose your shirt over that. Alright, so now we can go back to the other side. There's a line up the street that's down, and the 4-lane highway has some down there too. Wow. So it'll probably be a little while till you get yours, just a matter of priorities. Especially if they've got stuff down on the 4-lane highway. So that becomes a bit of a safety issue from a lot of people's point of view, even if it's not impeding traffic in the slightest. Jay was saying yesterday her daughter's shop got flooded. I think that was what she said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? Okay. 5, 6. Why am I always down a lead? Seriously? Yeah, I'm always down a lead because there's one up there. This. I'm down another lead. There we go. There's one. Okay, guys, we're going indoors. Are you coming? Here's the lead. Would you please come in? This would be nice. Come on. I think I got all 8. Close the doors and find out. This one, that one, this one. No, 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 don't go back out. Hey. Buddy, come here. I had to make sure we get at least the other doors. Okay. This one's not such a big deal, but we are now anti-spider. Okay, guys, this way. Come and join your buddies. I don't really care which one goes where. No, don't be wandering over there. Please, hey, come here. This one? You wander too much, you get not much selection of where you're going. This one. There. Should be this one. One more. Hey, 2 more. That one. You want to get eaten by cats. You have a death wish. There we go. Okay. Now they will mostly stay together. Mostly. Meaning I know they're going to try and break free. Always do. But hopefully they'll stick around for a little while. Here. Guys, want some fun? Enjoy. I'll stay over there for a bit. Alright. I've heard that, but, I've heard that that might be a myth. If it works psychologically to make them not go where they're going, then I'm okay with that. Why do I have an extra torch? Shouldn't. Why not? Okay. Armadillos like spider bits. Well, that's not going to happen, but at least it keeps spiders out of my building, I guess. Now I need to go find out how to get these guys, or can I get these guys through the portal up top. This one. And I don't have a single spider eye for bait, which I'm not surprised about. Like you guys really expected me to be carrying spider eyes. I have heard that armadillos can jump, so I might need extra fencing and possibly extra gates, but we'll see. And do I have any spare leads just in case? That'd be a no, so let's make some before we go. There's 2. That should do. Water's gone down in Jay's daughter's shop, but they couldn't open the shop today, and 3 shop fridges are broken permanently. Oh, they were spoiled. They were ruined. Okay. And a freezer, which is fixable. And they had to throw over 3,000 pounds of stock away. Ooh. Oh, that's a real hit to your bottom line. Wow. So, Jay, I don't think I'd ever actually... either I hadn't paid attention or I'd never asked you. What sort of products did your daughter's shop have? Because it sounds like they're going to be... They want to get back on their feet. They just may not be able to for a while. I'm going to decide, do I want to... The Wi-Fi didn't kick you. Sorry to hear that. That's not much fun. Birch, I got 42! Do you think I could do a whole wall of gates? I made a bunch of extras for something I was doing upstairs, and yeah, a bit silly. If oak shelving, I guess oak fences would be the way to go, I suppose. Keep the decor the same? Probably. I have a lot of like dark oak fence, but it is just that, dark. Stick box. Great. So let's go these first. They don't use those a whole lot. And those ones. There. Let's start with that. That should be enough fence. And I need 4 gates, I think. Oh, and I need more sticks. Alright. Sticks. Nope, these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Alright. Guys, no. Just no, alright? You guys can actually have a nice floor, maybe? Maybe. 4 pieces. No, that won't do it. Okay. This won't keep them in, especially with the torches up top. Yeah. I'm going to have to take the torches out at some point. Hey! The torches are going to be a problem. But, at least it gets the idea going. And it doesn't feel quite as depressing as putting them in one of the arched rooms. At least it doesn't to me, I guess. It's a grocery corner store. Oh, I see. Not a corner store, but like a proper grocery store. That's a shame when some of the refrigerators are permanently wrecked. It's been years since we've had that much rain here, but we've had issues with stuff like that before. I think I've told this story in the past, but the house my parents live in right now, not the one I grew up in, but the one the parents live in right now, is when we had a rainstorm that flooded things like yours. The house they live in now made it into the newspaper because it's on a sort of like a corner, not quite a cul-de-sac, but a solid corner. And the, what do you call it? The area flooded enough that there was people riding in canoes out in front of the house. So, yeah. Just a few. Just a little bit of a flood. That was actually back then my house I grew up in, though, that one, the basement flooded. And that was just because of all the rains and whatnot, which made it in through the foundations. And unfortunately, the foundations were supposed to be self-draining into the sewer systems and stuff. you know, as you have like an overflow drain for, what do you call it? For like laundry floods and stuff like that. And unfortunately, the overflow drains were no good. What's the word? The self-tapping drains in the house were no good because they did it, and then the people who built the house never actually tapped a hole into the floor drain for real. So we had one of our neighbor plumbers come over, and he's like, "Oh, well, this is easy enough." Just took a little hammer and go, pop, and just gently tapped around the outside until he found the right spot where it was sort of echoing inside, and just clicked it, and off we went. Because it just popped a hole and the whole floor started draining, which was great. And then everybody's like, "Yeah, if your house is flooded, please don't put it in the city drains right now." We're like, "Oh, well, too late." But we lost our freezer at that point, and so for a family that wasn't great. So and I can imagine that for a business that would be really rough. Okay, so we've got these guys. Let's see if we've got one or two outside. That's the way I figured it was going to end up. Hey dudes, get your butts in here. Yo, rope guy. Okay. There's two of them that did it. Would have figured. Hey, you, come here. Come down. Now you're going in. Come on in. Thank you. I'll take your lead. Figure out which one that is. No. This guy. Of course he's on the corner. Hey, you, come here. Dude, you're going this way. Now we're going back in. No. Come back in. Come back here. Okay, he didn't come, so I've got a problem. Oh, I did come. Stay there. And of course the one from the center has to be a pain. Right? Yes. Come on. There we go. I'm going to leave them tied simply because I know they're probably going to try and go out the torch zones, but I just don't want to bother with that right now. We have other things to do. Gonna try and follow me, of course. I'm expecting they're probably going to scrape themselves off by going out through the torch zone and then attempting to follow me. As long as I have at least one left, we'll be okay. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, let's go see if we can actually get the armadillos. Yeah, I mean, while that looks cool, the torches up top are completely impractical. And I have to change out the dark oak on that as well. Okay. This way. I don't need the carpets. I just don't want to have a whole ton of stuff in my inventory if I have to fight with things in short order. Oh, I can't make a gate that way. That's fine. We'll get there. We'll get there. Try not to borrow trouble. Looking for errands? Yep, no problem. So, hey, did you hear about any other stores in your grouping having similar challenges? I'm sorry to hear that hers had a challenge. Hopefully yours was okay. We have... I guess I should open all three of these for now. Wish me luck. I've never fought with an armadillo before. So, yeah. It probably isn't a big deal. I mean, I was trying to watch Melis Mines play with hers last night. But, I've never done this, so I don't know if they're going to cooperate or not. But that's kind of what we want, guys. Yeah, okay. first things first, I have to take down fences. Okay, guys, will you hop? Well, that proved a little easier than I expected. Come on, here we go. Okay, well, I guess that was easier than I expected. Nellis Mines last night had trouble getting hers to go through the portal last night. So she ended up flying them in boats, and I was really hoping I wouldn't have to try and do something like that, because obviously they're in the Nether to begin with. So they had to go to the portal at some point. Come on, guys. You're cute, but really, please stop hopping. I'd love to be able to take you through the water elevators. I have a feeling that's not going to work. So, which side of the building are we on? Of course, I'm really far away from the stairs. Okay, well, let's go this way. It's going to come. Wow. Sometimes you're fast and sometimes you're pokey. Yeah, they do like spider eyes, which I do not have a single one of, and honestly, knowing what you guys know of me, do you really think it's likely that I'll have some soon? I guess if somebody's selling them in the shopping district, maybe I'll have some. Because I could exchange those lapis for a diamond, and then use a diamond to buy spider eyes. That's a possibility. At the moment, I'm just going to pen them and potentially manually collect scoots as they drop. I know that I can put them, in a boat on things. At some point, I might do so, or I could. I wonder what might be in my mailbox. Mama Bear, you are the sweetest, most awesome, and actually, I know you're lurking. I know you got things to do. But I was also thinking about you last night a little bit when I saw the official trailer for the Hogwarts Bake Off that we were kind of referring to yesterday. It had been released several hours previous, so Fox is too busy at the moment, but I shall grab that and get that in your mailbox. Or not your mailbox, sorry, to Discord pretty quickly so you guys can see it. Because, yeah, they have some really interesting stuff. I think I might be better off just to pull these for now. Let's get these guys inside. And if I don't know if they can jump high enough to make it so that I can't actually control them all that well, so let's just... Oops, I need this separately. Let's try and put the fences up first. This one, 8. I have an extra gate. This is not good. Why do I have an extra gate? Didn't think I made that many. Oh, it's from, never mind, it's from outside. Yeah. As long as I don't give them something to jump up on, I should be okay. Consider the fences future-proofing. First off, even if they did jump, I don't think they're gonna, find their way outside. And second, I guess I could take out the carpets. And second is, even if they did jump, I don't think that... Yeah, they wouldn't find their way outside. Anyway, they aren't going all that fast at the moment. Ooh. An idea. Do this, just because I'm lazy. There we go. Sure. For now, that'll do. I mean, obviously I'm going to want to fix the hallways, but... Okay, so that's a new addition. And we've got the other room going over here. I think that's the major piece. Apparently I have to check my mailbox. We know what that means. We have to go to... spawn at some point. Now, the purpose of the scoots is we're going to end up with blue dogs. They might in Java 2. I've never tried. This is the first time I've actually been in, like, I shouldn't say in contact, but trying to do anything with an armadillo. Today, because of all the teacher stuff, I was not prepared. And I didn't know how long it would take to get them through here. So, yeah. What I think I might do for kicks, because they don't eat grass, but yet they look more at home on grass. What I might do, they clearly don't like carpet, is I might carpet their entire space intentionally in, say, moss carpet. Just to, yeah, they really don't like carpet. Okay. But I might intentionally carpet their place in moss carpet right up to the walls in the corners so that it looks like they're a little more outdoors. Until we figure out what to do with it. But I don't have moss carpet at the moment, so yeah, we'll get there. That's not critical. Just don't shove each other through the wall, please. Okay? But, the reason I want to do wolf armor and such, and at some point we're going to have to go wolf hunting, and I have no idea where to start looking. That's going to take some research. But eventually we're going to go, and we want blue-colored dogs in blue armor, and preferably some sort of color scheme that goes well with blue. The reasoning for that is referencing, in Yellow Submarine, there is a dog with 4 heads, and quite a number of legs. I don't know if it's 6 or 8 or something like that, but it's all a multi-headed beast. That's not realistic for our purposes in Minecraft, because, you know, you just can't get Hydra dogs. And so we're going to have multiple dogs, just basically 1 per head, to make that reference. That's how it goes, yes. I figure since I've got the carpet, why not? 1, 2, 3. I know it's a bit of a squirrel, but I get to clean up, right? Yeah. Pull this out. Let's go a little wider, because this is a doorway. I think. Nah. Consistency, because if I changed it to 1 door, it's like a Ruffles commercial, you know? I gave 1 to you, I'd have to give 1 to everybody else. So if I change it here, I'll have to change it everywhere else. And that's a lot of squirreling we really don't need at the moment. None of the other doorways have little footprints going to them, so I don't need to have it here. Alright, and then at some point, as I said, I'll finish the cats, give them a second doorway maybe. If I want it to be open, or I might close it off entirely. I don't know. Maybe the pet wall will just be like all fence related. That might make sense. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. You guys know me. I change my mind 6 ways to Tuesday. So I have 2 moss carpet and intentionally 1 moss so that we can bone meal that. That's about it. Okay, I can sleep for starters. Don't need fences, gates. Yay! I don't need more fences and oak planks. It's nice to know. I guess I need these. Alright. And I now have 2 for the backup box. The toolbox. Oh, I have 4 for the toolbox, right. What do I not normally carry? Those are fun, right? But I don't really need them. Maybe those will be more useful than signs. That's probably a smart move. We have signs for lots of things. What? Okay, well... Sorry, the lack of consistency bugs me, so I'm just going to switch that with this. There we go. Now I can read them equally. I was originally going to put the signs in the wood they're made out of, but then I decided that was kind of dumb because it was hard to read on some of them. I think that's all birch. I think. That doesn't say. Okay. Well, whatever. Birch signs. Oak signs. Okay. We needed mailbox and we needed lots of mining because we're gonna need some stuffs. I'm not really in a choppity chop mood right now, although, as I said earlier, we're going to need a good amount of that. Do it this way. Still doesn't help. We need a bunch of chopping. Thing is, as I said, we're going to need to do a lot of shopping for things as well. So mining might be my best bet for a little while. And then we can head off to the shopping district and see what happens, because, yeah. So, on these beetles, I'm still torn on the beetles here, whether I like the red-esque outline that ended up because of the background. I'm tempted to tear it out. I don't really like it, but for now, it's got definition. And I'm kind of tired of playing with the picture, because I did that every day this week. So we'll just leave that one be. Yes, there we go. Now, as far as mining goes, I guess I'll need the toolbox. We've got one silk touch pick we can use. I'm not going to take a, what's the word? Fortune pick with me. Not smart. I do want to use this one up, but the thing is, of course, we don't want a gazillion flints, so I'm going to grab that one instead. And put this away and make sure we have a bunch of shulker boxes. We're good. And that'll be for things that don't belong in shulker boxes. Let's put that tool away and that tool away. And underground, we probably don't need... Oops. Probably don't need this one. I probably don't need a bed. Close that. We're going to need a gazillion torches, so let's see what we've got. That. Only one stack. Okay, well, that won't keep us for very long. Guess I should do that then. Huh. Cool. I didn't know I could do that. Okay. I guess I do need... What did I put? I have a fortune pick, don't I? Uh-oh. What did I do with it? Oh, I know where I put it. Of course. 9 chances out of 10 it's being used on things like diamonds, so I'm going to use it here. Yeah, let's put these over there. I know I said I took a few. If people need them back, they can have them, but I needed to start with just a few. Okay. Let's do double. I'm not going to worry about a prediction at the moment. We certainly can, but it might be worth it doing it if we have diamonds. Okay. And I'm just making torches, so it's not a huge thing. But if you guys are into wanting to do predictions and stuff, I mean, as you can see, we have a gazillion coal. What we're going to use them for, I'm not really sure. I'm leaving them as ores, partly until I need them, partly because that way I can use them as ores if we need to. I mean, there's other ways to get copper, but we have some. So, like, for example, if I wanted diamonds bad enough, I could fortune up these lapis. But it's easier at the moment for me to just trade with the villagers. That says something when I'm sitting here with 86 levels, and yet I can still get XP from fortune or coal. Sticks, 1 and 2, and let's just make what we can of torches. That should hold us for a little while. Do I have... Yeah, I've got sticks in the toolbox, so I think we're okay. This one can go back in here. The other reason I put it in the wallet instead of in the toolbox is then I don't risk accidentally using it when I shouldn't. Put this up there. I'll move that one down here, and then I can put 2 sets of torches in there. Yeah. That's probably all she needs. Let's see, do I have room for the rest? I do. Box. And the wallet for the good stuff. I can put 1 more set of torches up there. Put these live. Okay, I think we're good. I hope we're good. Let's figure out where we're gonna go. Oh, I don't need elytra if I'm mining, which means I can put the rockets up. I'm not gonna end up with fish down there, at least nothing that I care about, so let's leave the fish. If I need anything else, obviously I've made a mistake. Okay. Down we go. I don't really feel like punching a hole all the way through the entire thing, but it actually has occurred to me inside. I'm gonna go a little cheaty for a second here. And yes, it stinks, but it is what it is. Let's go this way and back to caves. I'm gonna go down on purpose for a little while. Oh, a little further. Can I see my... Zoom in so I can see more things without giving quite as much away. I'm at bedrock. Great. There we go. That's what I'm trying to do. All right. So down here, I've already run into this nonsense. It wasn't great. But I'm thinking, based on where the edge of the mansion is, you can see I was planning to go south more. I don't have an edge of the mansion marked down there. But I was also thinking if I go south, because in the mansion this would be the villagers, so that means probably about just north of this little green zone I've got the beacon, and then this was my lava room on the main floor. So if the beacon is here, I think if I go south and find the outside edge, so near this lava, that might be another spot that'd be just outside the mansion, worthwhile putting the beacon and then punching through the beam. The door would be about here, which means the beacon could be there in the lava. Great. That's 1.5. What's this? Height, roughly. Minus 55. Okay, so we have a lot of lava to deal with at that point. Or I could go straight here, actually. That might work. If I keep it on the far edge and potentially avoid a lot of this lava. So I'm going to go up to the main floor, put in, yeah, I've offset the doorway on this one, so if I go straight out central, then I'll miss the door. So if I put in the corners of the beacon as waypoints, oops, wrong map, that would do it. Surface, give me that. Okay. So if I put the corner of the map here, make a waypoint, let's call it southwest, then mansion corner. Save. And then this one. Waypoints, create waypoint. South, southeast, mansion corner. It's putting it on the corners of the roof, quite literally, but I'm going to get the marker underground anyways. Oh, did I hit cancel? Nope, there it is. And this one on that corner. Great waypoint. East, southeast, mansion corner. That's higher. Oh, because of the roof. Right. Save. There we go. Guess I might as well do the other ones while I'm here. Waypoints. Great waypoint. I can always turn off the beams. Northwest. Mansion corner. And eventually, I will need to save these on the other map type I've got as well, because I've got them on just the, just the journey map one, whereas I'm using zeros a lot as well. Northeast mansion corner. Okay. Okay, so that means that when I go down to the basement, I should be able to see where these are coming through beam-wise. Let's see, we've got 2 chunks south of me. And then if I put it on the 3rd chunk and come straight through, hopefully I won't hit the lava, but we'll have to see where that turns out. Oh, and it's nighttime. Oh! I know underground it shouldn't matter. Actually, technically, underground I might be making things worse by sleeping. Because of the mob concentrations. Almost like a mob switch reference, right? I've gone north. This is not good. Let's go all the way south. Server restarting in half an hour. Surprise! Oh yeah. I was worried that I wouldn't have enough from one of these, and I've got like almost half of a double chest. Maybe actually I got 2 rows left. And that's just this room. I haven't even touched the second one we know about. Which is down this way. With a bunch of noisy creepers. Oh, it's quiet. This isn't good. Life is like that, I guess. Okay. So this is where I was going to put a portal. And though there is one, this doesn't go to the lower nether in spite of being like 100 blocks down. It doesn't help. So, this just goes as a quick reference up to the roof. Gets me back just quickly. I mean, it does what it does. I could turn it off, but I don't really care. Okay, so let's see, where are we here? This way, and I want to go south. Now, if I'm not gonna actually, where am I? This is one of the pre-marked. Oh, that's the north corner. Duh. The south corner. Inside here, it feels so turned around. So this way, from where I'm standing, straight ahead feels north, but it's not. Okay, so once again, now I can go to this map. Follow me. All right. I said we are, yeah, there's the mansion corner, so we're 1 off from that. So if I was to put it out, stairs would be in this chunk I'm standing in. Well, not standing in, but in the same row. So if I put it 1 chunk to the south and put the beacon in there, that would probably help. And then between, close. So then between the 2 of them, I'd have some speed run farther up. But that might help a bit with being able to continue mining towards the south. Let's see what we got. To the north. Yeah, the reason I didn't want to go north was because I'd spotted this. And as you can imagine, I'm not entirely keen on wanting to go down there soon. At some point I probably should, but I really don't want to invite trouble. So as far as mining purposes go, we can expand out sideways, we can keep going south, and it's, other than the lava, south looked like the way to go. I don't recall what this temp was for. I have to find out on the main level. What is that? I don't know what that is. Huh. Why I had that. That might be where I had my bed and stuff for working on the submarine, maybe? I don't know. Nope, couldn't be. I don't know what that's for. I'm going to remove it because I don't know. If I don't know, then it's not useful. All right. Yeah. So we are basically out here. we've gone really wide as it is. So coming down one more down here won't be a problem. So then in that case, what I'm going to do is run roughly to that spot and just pop out a wall and see if we can get her big enough to go with the beacon and then shoot straight upwards. Oh, I don't want that one. I want this one, I think. Let's go here. Oh, where are we? Yeah. So too far down. I want this one, previous one, maybe? What did I say? J. Follow me. Yeah. So I want this one. And I'm going to turn on, let's see, 16 centered-ish would be 8 for the beacon, which would be 5 for the center of the beacon. Which means I gotta go at least 8 in. At least 8 in. Great. In the center. Ish. G. Where are we? 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So this would be 8 from either way. I'm going to choose the one on the left, I think, just because that way we don't have to worry about the lava quite as much. Then we've got to go 8 in. 1, 2. Let's just throw one up here. Fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm not even at the edge of the chunk yet. Okay, there we go. There's 1. 2. Oh. 3. 4. 5. Oh, no, that's not it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 6. 7. 8. Of course, on the near side because I don't want the other stuff. The thing. What do you call it? Ah! Words. They know work. Do this. Leave the beacon till the end, I think, because I'll move it straight to the main. Let's move straight to the main one. But we'll leave it behind. Oh, shoot. Extra stuffs. Let's put this down here. That'll work. Okay, so this is the one. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We 5. Gotta go higher. Clearly, of course. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And then I need to go the other way, so space I can move. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Be as wide as I need to go. Other way. I don't know why, but I always have to count it from, once I know the middle is 5, then I keep counting up to 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now it's safer to go deeper. 1, 2, 5, 6. Oh, shush. 7. That one is annoying. What do we got? Recent. Hey. Nope. I wish I knew what that one was called because I hate that sound. Always have. Whirlpool? What the? Oh, it's bubble columns. Pointed cow, bubble, wet, composter, villager. Armadillo, pig steps. Okay, yes, I got a lot of that. Come on, guys. Block, barrel, grass. Bubbles, spiders, drown, cats. Nope, I have no clue. If anybody knows, please do let me know, because I hate that one. It's only because, by having got rid of noises that make no sense, that I just, that one by comparison feels loud. And I can't even turn it down. That's the key. 2, 3. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Of course. You can hear the lava now. Alright, now it's time to square off. And then, once we've got this one placed, then we're going to basically spend our time doing branch mining all around it. And probably still going in the same east-west direction. Partly because it's a habit. Actually, let's just sort. Yeah. Sort. Okay, so we've got diamonds. Yay! Silk touch. Yes. We'll get at least 2, which is great. I'll take that. Just dig this one out. Then we'll just do all of the iron at the same time. That makes sense. Yes. Across the front, like between here and the rest of the cave, I might do the whole front open, but I don't see any point really in doing the whole chunk open around the beacon. I don't know. It just doesn't seem useful. I'm being pokey about this whole thing. Hopefully this will be worth it. Hopefully. I just did the math and this is dumb. Oh well, that's okay. But I just realized, you know, beacons are 3 dimensions, right? And so therefore, I just made a mistake. Before I get too far. Excuse me just 1 second. I need to ask the internet how far the beacon goes all around. That's a silly thing. Cube shape centered on the beacon dot. I mean, I guess we're only at minus 57. By the time we get up to, say, -7. We're not that far from the reach of the beacon on the main floor, but this is kind of stupid. If they're going taxi distance, then we're in real trouble. Yeah. Dumb. So, yeah. Range is 50 blocks. Like, area in the share. Okay. An area in the shape of a square column, right? Downward and outward each side at a range determined by the size of the pyramid. Fine. 50. And upward a distance of that range, plus the height of this dimension. What? Sorry, the wiki is really confusing. And upward a distance of that range, plus the height of this dimension blocks. I have no idea what that means. Okay, but the range of the beacon is also affected by the simulation distance. Well, yeah, but I mean, if you're going to run Sim 4, that's just ridiculous. In the example they talked about. So in other words, as such, on simulation distance of 4 with a level of 4 pyramid, the effect does not reach the chunks on the corners of the beacon range. Well, yes, I get it. Because that makes plenty of sense. Huh, okay. Might as well leave myself a square boo-boo. Rather than a... Yeah. I'll leave myself a square boo-boo. Remind myself that this was dumb. Let's put it... there. And yeah. I'm gonna square off this boo-boo. And then we'll do the math and actually put it where it should be. Because, you know... I found diamonds. That's the saving grace, right? I wouldn't have necessarily found those this session if I didn't do this, but yeah, this is a dumb thing to be doing. So if it's 50 in all directions from the beacon itself, we have 4 levels high, right? We've got 9, 7, 5, 3, and the beacon itself is 5th level. So then we're looking at 45 blocks up from this, which means 40 to 45, I guess, depending on how you want to look at it. Means the top of the beacon, if I was looking at 5, right? 1, 2, 3. Actually, just punch a hole. We're not really going to stay up here, but this would be the 9, 7, 5, and then one more would be 3. 3, and then the beacon itself would have been... Yeah, I get it. Punch this floor out. There we go. So the beacon would have been on 53, and we want to take 45 from that. Is minus 12. What? No. Doesn't work. That math doesn't work. What a fool today. I'm just tired. That's really all it is. 3 minus 45 equals 8. So I should be on minus 8, I think. Yeah, I should be on minus 8 as the top. So minus 13 would be the bottom. Okay. I'm going to write that down somewhere. I've buried my notepad. Great. Okay, well, forget that. Minus 13 here. Actually, I can't put it in chat. Dumb. Whatever. Okay, minus 13 is where we need to be.
Two, 4, 6, 8. Everybody hydrate.
the moment, actually, because I have no water with me, so I drank all the coffee. But yeah. For everybody, have your hydrate, and I will have to just change that and go get my... It says coffee. Oh. Oh. Shame on that. So everybody gets your hydrate. For the time being... Oops. I will actually bounce this one. But yeah. Okay, so here's my boo-boo room. Let's go up to minus 13 and do it again, actually. Yes, minus 13. Middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Stand right here. This is 3208, 4647. So then I'm going to zoom in. Where's my cursor? Waypoint, create. I'm going to call it Mining Beacon Center. 3208, 4647. And I want this to be -8. Random color, purple. How appropriate, since I do purple a lot. Okay. Stay. But that should mean, yeah, I get the beam. Perfect. So that means that when I go and build it, the beam will stick all the way through from the top, and means I can actually dig down as opposed to digging up. A little bit safer that way. Might as well grab these while I'm here, you know? And put those back so that I have build space. We're going to minus something or other. Something useful. 13, right? Yes. Where the heck is my stairs? South end. Nope. West end. West End Avenue. Yeah. Find some stairs. Oh. I overshot. There we go. I need to go up to minus 13. Yay! Wait a second. He said it's a square column. Okay, so we shouldn't have... Huh. That's great. When they say it's a square column, is that... That doesn't make any sense, really. I mean, on the sides it does, but on the corners, for example, is it really 50 blocks in every direction? But then diagonally, where does that go? You know? It'd be nice if it was 50 blocks from the beacon on the corners, but I don't believe it is. Which means I don't know if putting it at here would actually be any good. Because I don't know how far it would reach down in the basement. Ah! Okay, I'm just going to punch a hole as a marker. Just like this. Okay, now I'm going back up. I have to science this the old-fashioned way unless somebody else knows the answer. Boop. Sure, no problem. What I'm going to do then is do the math off of this one and then see whether or not I actually get an effect when I'm that number of blocks below it. So this one, standing on it, we are at, or actually it's sitting on, let me correct that this way. These actually should be at -9 on the other one, but that's neither here or there. 75, right? So 50 down. 25, like regular 25, and then, so that makes sense going this way. You know, off of all the sides. But if we were on a corner, we'd be going taxi math, I think. I'm very confused. Right, so 25 I should be able to see or feel the effect. The other thing I have to be careful about is, of course, we've got 17 seconds of the effect. It keeps repeating itself over and over and over. Yeah. Okay. Distance here isn't a problem, right? We got that. Actually, because I'm going east-west, I should probably figure out the math from this side, really. Oh! Oh, that's rough. That's rough. That'll definitely be more high priority than potentially power restoration. Okay, let's go this way. Where am I here? I know I'm making ticky noises. I'm at... Can't even seem to think today. East-west, right? I'm not moving. Okay. So 3209 minus 50. I can't even seem to think today. Is it minus or plus? Come on. Brain math today. No. We're going... adding. Okay, we're adding. Right? Adding to east, taking away to the west. Okay. So then we've got 3208 is where the beacon is. There's 3258 makes sense. Yeah, duh. And 31... shoot. Whatever. 3192, I think, is the opposite direction. Okay. Let's go to the east. Let's try east first. See where we get to. I don't know why this is like not working for me math-wise. Putting a beacon in shouldn't be this hard. 1, 2. Okay, so we'd have to keep going this way. And we were at 70 something. 25 is where I need to be. Okay, so we're at 45. Well, this will actually work going down the stairs, and watch if at what point I lose the ability. Right? Maybe? $25. Close enough. So we got 25. If I'm high enough up, I'm just going to hang out here for a few seconds and watch this thing go down to 0 and see what happens. Okay, so we do lose it, which means that that's no good. That plan does not work. The rate we're going, it might just be easier to forget about down and just mine. Just say to forget this. Just mine. Because we're not going to get the full effect, right? I think I more or less scienced that one. More or less. Okay, did I? That's interesting. On the one version of the map, it hadn't updated, so I had thought I'd pre-mark whole caves, but I didn't. Alrighty, and I have room to go north too. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Doesn't really matter, I suppose, then in all schemes of things. Fine. I just can't be bothered today. We're going north. Just because. Only like half an hour to work with anyway. Two wide every 2 blocks. This will be the third. Let's put a marker. That's the 1 wide. Here. This way. Ah! There's your reboot. I'm going to give it a second to refresh. I'm going to go with a quick BRB and grab some of that water that Jay so kindly pointed out earlier. Alright, I'm back and I have the water. So let's throw that hydrate in there for everybody else. Now it's going to say coffee because I forgot to set the drink type. And then we're going to go hydrate total. There we go. Okay, we does have it. Switched it over to water and it said 1 ounce of coffee, but now it's 2 ounces of water because we had a second one just now. There we are. Alrighty. I'm just gonna go through and do some mining. I had thought that I was going to do something different and put in the beacon, but my brain is not mathing, so we're just gonna go with it. Oh, good, because I just finished my coffee. Yeah. You know, oddly, even though I'm more free with the coffee when I'm streaming, pardon me, it seems like of late I rarely finish it. And if I actually wait for people to tell me to hydrate before I have a drink of anything, then I don't end up actually drinking much at all, which is not smart. What I'm doing here is pre-drilling the next piece so that when I pop out on this side coming back, I'll be able to pop out into the light. There we go. I didn't do the same on the opposite end. We'll get there. Here we go. These in that hand. And I guess I can put the beacon away, now that I think about it. Because, yeah, as I said, it wouldn't math, so I'm not gonna fuss with it today. I'll probably have somebody else help me math it off stream, because that just was not computing at the moment. Just made yourself a coffee. Awesome! Timing was ideal, right? Right. Just kidding. It was not ideal. Oh, hey, we got the water going. And never mind. Like, while I was there, I should have, for sanity and safety's sake, put away the important ones. Then use your brain. This one away and that one away. There. Pull it. You can go away. This one can go away. Okay, let's just dig. I know that it's not as fast as a beacon would be, nor a netherite pick. Now that I said that, I can't stop thinking about that. Let's just do this and get it done. If I had a beacon, that'd be a different story, but I don't. So, yeah, here we are. So let's put that up top. Sort. There we go. Oops, always carry one down here. All right, let's go. Not ideal, but it should be somewhat useful. Now, you guys aren't going to be able to... Actually, you guys are seeing better than I am again. And I blame the lights in the room. Where are we? Left and 2. On the left, let's go halfway? Halfway. The logic on the lighting, as we say, is... What was it? We are going... we left home, and that way we can find the right way back. As cheesy as that is, it works for me. I don't have all the rows set up that way. I would like to, but I'm not going to bother going through and fixing the lighting. Well, it seems to be redstone day. Mining can be relaxing. Quite like it. I find it, anxiety-inducing when there's a lot of lava around. I would love to be able to do it faster. But really, part of the reason I don't worry about it a lot of the time is just because mining faster often tends to get me into more trouble faster. Yeah, today it is Redstone Day, apparently. So... Now, we to go with this, we had comic book characters with tattoos. I'm going to roll that one. I'm not a huge fan of that. 6 films that take place in Vegas. There we go. What is that? Oh. Northwest Mansion Corner. Okay. So apparently we are headed back towards the mansion. Lovely. It has its uses. Really should do this in a circular format. Probably faster. Six films that take place in Las Vegas. We probably got... I'm trying to think. You want to say CSI, but that's a series, not a movie. There's probably like some sort of gangster movie that takes place there, you know? Makes me want to say stuff like Ocean's 11, but that's not right either. I have no idea. I'll leave that one for a couple minutes, and then we'll see what we can come up with. Now, the reason I'm not just copping out and asking the bot is because this one may come around again. And so if we've seen the answers once, then it may actually spoil it for another time. 6. Still wondering. We need to clean up space up top. This is for diamond mining now, but we do need to deal with going on a dog hunt and cleaning up space for the next build, whatever it is. Now, the next build's amount of space required could depend on what the build is. There is that to be said. This is 1976. Okay, maybe it is. I didn't think Ocean's 11 was, but maybe it is. That's okay. I mean, if you want to talk about yourself in the third person, George Costanza certainly did. You might as well too. From Seinfeld, by the way. I actually didn't expect that to randomly pop into my head. This one? Like, unless something has suddenly changed, I didn't think you had a Mrs. 1976. But, hey, you never know. On that vein, actually, I was amused to note, one of my son's teachers, when we were doing the meet the teacher thing last night, we didn't actually have to go meet the teacher, this particular teacher. But, one of my son's teachers that he had last year, this year just goes by their last name. There is no Mr., Ms., or anything like that. But they have very clearly decided they are not Mr. anymore. And that's fine by me. I mean, it doesn't faze me in the slightest. You know, more power to you if that's what works for you. But it was just interesting to see, because my previous experience had been with people who, you know, left their job or place of work as Mr. whoever it was and came back as Ms. whoever it was. And so this was just a little bit of different for me. So for them to come back with neither was really kind of interesting. I mean, for a long time they'd only gone by their last name as sort of a nickname around the school anyways, so that's fine, but it was just neato. My son does have interaction with his teacher this year because they are still the sponsor of the school's D&D club, or like the teacher supervisor of it, and definitely they are the D&D type personality. I could totally see that, because they're a fun sort of person, so it works great, but it was just a little different. See that? I liked his teachers this year. I think that he's going to do well with them. But it's kind of funny because one of his teachers is from South Africa, in that they have a fairly strong Afrikaans accent, but not quite the same as ones that I'm familiar with. So that was sort of neat to get used to different Afrikaans accents. They're the like 4th or 5th person who I've heard. So Kreef in our community has a very cool and natural, you know, South African accent. I love it. And my GP does, my doctor does. Our neighbors in our previous house used to. And one of my daughter's previous friends, their family did, and none of these people sound remotely like my son's teacher. So I thought that was kind of cool, just getting used to more accents from that region. I had been guesstimating where the corner of the mansion was to try and stay underneath, and I'm interested to note that I'm not all that far off. I went to the edge of the chunk, apparently, but that was neat for me to notice. Am I? Okay. This should pop out. There we go. Right there. Well, no diamonds on this particular run. This one. Let's go back to... Now we have We have 4 in storage already. So what I'm going to do is we've got... It's tiny. I'm not going to bother with an even or odd on them just because it's tiny. But I will not fortune them this session. I don't need to. I don't have any plans for buying things right this moment. So we can probably do a bit more mining in between. And then when we come back on Tuesday for Minecraft, then we can... Oh, I did that wrong. Meh. Yeah, so when we come back on Tuesday, we can do a fortunate up on that one and run the prediction. So let's, going back on this one, let's run 1 extra. 1, 2, 3, 6, and then 6. Right, yes. We've got 1 to pop back out. But yeah, so on Tuesday we can do that and get some more mining in between. Hopefully I'll have some more ores to fortune. It's mildly amusing to me that I got, 4 when I wasn't even intending to, and now that I'm intending to, I'm not getting any. Now we are headed back, which means this will be on the right when we run out of lights. These, because you never know when they might make decent flooring or something. One of the things that has occurred to me is I've never actually used ores for floors. As weirdly as that sounds, like quite literally rhyming and stuff. But that's one of the things I've thought about doing, is potentially doing a floor where the entire floor is just ore. So that might be kind of fun to do different colors of ore on the floor, or in with terracotta or something like that. Just thoughts for the future. As you can tell from earlier behavior, I have no interest or care whether I do coal that way. It doesn't grab my attention. It would be something different, yeah. And it's not necessarily meant as a flex, it just happens to work. And I mean, I could do colors with the floors that way. So it could be like Oceans, yeah. Oceans 11. I'm going to bet Oceans 12 and probably Oceans 13 as well. Although that's technically, the franchise. The Oceans franchise. Doesn't mean we have to be 6, really. It's just we're not doing all that well at it. Is there, a Leaving Las Vegas or something like that? It sounds to me like it should be some sort of Elvis song, so that's why I'm having trouble believing it. And it doesn't take place in Las Vegas, but I think Thelma and Louise maybe had something to do with Vegas. Huh. A little bit of gold. Yeah. Okay, good. Not crazy. See, even I'm repeating things. Apologies to Mama Bear, because I should be paying more attention to chat, and I wasn't. Shame on me. Uh, 4, 3, 2. Okay. It's really dark before I start putting up the lights. You guys can see better than I can, which is kind of silly here. I didn't, by the way, I did not change the, what do you call it? The mod that I'm using for lighting. I just changed a setting on it to say I don't care about the sky lighting, because frankly, there's nothing I can do about the amount of sky lighting. but I can do something about the floor lighting, so I just only said, yeah, just tell me about the block lighting. It's not just that being underground here, it'll be 0 for the sky lighting, but also that even up above, like if I can't do anything about it, putting down a torch is not going to help anybody. Clearly there's a cave over here somewhere, because I keep seeing mobs pop up on the minimap and I'm hearing them. Yeah, just a few. See? Just a few. Oh, I don't like that. So we've got a pair of skeletons, 3 zombies, and a creeper. Whatever that is, I don't like that side. I guess we'll find out. I will say that it is one thing that is a little bit refreshing. Yeah, they want hugs! And the creeper wants to help me mine, right? There we go. It is a little refreshing, though, that you don't have the ability in Minecraft to just simply dig all the way down to bedrock, or pretty close, and thereby dodge all of the mobs. I mean, yes, I try my best to do so, but it is kind of nice that the game doesn't really let you. Zero. There we go. Ah! Puncture. Yep. For sure. Putting it on acupressure anyways. When you think about it, actually the acupressure thing kind of fits a creeper a little bit, because if you do get blown up by a creeper and your gear falls off, you know, armor and whatnot, assuming that they didn't get destroyed, it does become like a flat entity floating around in the world, even though it might be spinning or something. It still is flat, so it's kind of like you actually, rather than getting blown up, it's more that you imploded into nothing. I haven't really thought about that before. Which would imply then with the particles that maybe the armor and stuff that does get destroyed, it just got pressure collapsed so much that it became like a particle that of the size that Minecraft doesn't keep. Like, you know, that instantly despawns. Like when you break a block and you got all these little particle bits, that they just don't stick around. I love your out-of-the-box thinking, Jay. Internal combustion? I don't know about catching on fire internally. Maybe. That would be rough. I'm still amused by the fact that that the creepers were based on originally errors in the design, that they were supposed to be pigs. And yet, by the time they've added ambient, you know, the ambient noises and updated the look and so on, I find it amusing that pigs look so different now from what they were originally. I do find that kind of neat. And also that by the time they've added the noises, pigs don't have... what's the word? What I was thinking of. Pigs are much noisier, so you can hear them shuffling around and snorting and stuff like that. I am always going to be dropping things. Probably shouldn't always be picking these things up and putting them away 30,000 times, but hey, why not? Okay, there we go. We got 5 more minutes, so we'll do that, and then we'll just raid on out of here. Maybe I'll give myself 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll head upstairs. Just get some stuff put away. But as I said, I will save the diamonds till Tuesday and see if I get any more over the weekend. And probably also trade off a little bit with some villagers for some lapis, and then do some reverse sales and shopping. I like what's been going on in the shopping district. The community has done a bunch of pathing and landscaping and whatnot. I think some year, not this season, but some year, because it's popular to have the shopping district in a mushroom biome so that we don't end up with a ton of mobs. I think it would be kind of fun some year to actually go with the decor of the mycelium. Not necessarily the mushrooms per se. I mean, like, I don't have a problem, but they sort of have a pinky gray tone to them. Ooh, nice. Which I think could work fairly well with the cherry biome colors. Nice. Okay, well, yeah, we've got a good prediction going for Tuesday, I guess, because it's probably not worth me doing it now, like 5 minutes in. I don't know, I kind of want to, now that I've got this many. We've got 11. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Why not? Because we can. So I'll run it right up to the wire, and the last thing we do before we log out will be that. Oops, no. Cancel. Where's the prediction button? Can I find my prediction button? Probably not. Predictions, there we go. Add. Fortune 3 versus 11 diamond 4. Okay, and we're going to go... Actually... yeah. Yeah, okay, good. I had to make sure I get this. Okay, so we're gonna go for 5 minutes. I know it'll take a teensy bit over, but it'll be kind of fun. And there we go. So prediction has started. It's on the screen. And we'll just clean our stuff up and head on up. Let's see, what two? 1, 2, 3, 4. The marker for this one. Nope, not that. There, that's what I want. All right. I guess it'll take us 2 minutes to get back up there because I'm disorganized. And I really will do the math because it would be nice to have a beacon to go a little faster. But I don't know if it's worth putting one or not. I have to get a lot of those who are into the more technical stuff to help me with the math, just because while 50 makes sense, it does not seem to be accurate in terms of the distances and stuff. And stuff. There we go. Bed. Oh, we have to work out what the Enderman does. I see. Yeah. I mean, the Enderman, I guess, would be boxing fail, maybe? I'm not sure. Gravel goes here. Tough. Nope. Tough. I don't know where tough goes. Deep slate goes up there. I have a partial box. I do. Grab these and see what we got. This one and that one. These. And fill it up. Almost, not quite. And these don't need a box because there's not enough, so it's all good. Twink. This one. Deep slate one away. Put these right in there. It's almost, not quite. Where did I put tough? There we go. That tough thing to find. Bottom hiss. Oh, like one more that I know what to do with. There we go, just barely. Box out. How are we doing? Nothing to nothing. Great. Well, we don't have to do it. That's fine. We can skip it. Okay, so I've got 11 ore. I've got 11 lapis. You know, we just hit the top of the hour. What I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to cancel this, and we'll do it on Tuesday. Do it on Tuesday. But it might actually be worth it at that point. As opposed to a last minute deal. Alright, so not much was done today. Just had a bit of a derail day, I guess. And can I go backwards? The only thing we really did today, I guess, was these guys. So we penned in the boys that were left outside, and we got the armadillos inside, and I have to figure out what to do with them. So yeah, Tuesday we'll have some sort of plan, hopefully. We'll do the 11 ore, and we'll see what we can do with maybe finding some more... Yeah, we chatted. Exactly. We shot the breeze. That works. And I'm going to maybe decide on the weekend whether we're going to do more mining or whether we're going to do some chopping to clear out stuff so we can actually make things. Or if we're going to go dog hunting. So yeah, a lot of that we'll see what we can get worked out on the weekend. And I'll probably make some minor changes in here just to neaten up this pen a little bit, as discussed. Penning the cats a little bit better, as discussed. And we'll see where we go from there. So, all that to say, it's been a day, and I enjoyed it, and I was really glad you guys hung out with me, especially given the fact that I was a little bit late to start from all the teacher stuff. And let's get a raid started. Now, let me see who's live, because I'm hoping that we can actually get back on track. It's Friday. You're very welcome, Jay, as always. I appreciate it when you're willing to drop by. Actually, I do have a question for you that I'll ask you offline, just about hair coloring. So, yeah. I'm not sure I'm going to do anything major, but I'm just chickening out a little bit. So let's see what we've got for people to raid to, maybe. I was hoping we'd have a Bob, but saying shop at Bob's doesn't seem to help. Shop at Bob's, you know? Not so much, apparently. Now, Wolfen is live. We could easily... Looks like she's going to be there for another hour, actually. So why don't we go over there? We're going to go join Wolfen. Join her party. And, yeah. That's probably a good plan. Fridays will probably stay being 2 hours rather than 3. Just because I've swapped it with the 3 hours on Monday. And when my kids normally have school, they get home just shortly after noon my time, which is just turned, so therefore it's probably a smart move for me to be dealing with them rather than distracted later on as they're in the house. So let's get this raid over to Wolfen started, and then we'll say our thank yous and so forth. Button.
Safe managed.
Yes, and that I might need to refresh that, but we'll see. So thank you ever so much for everybody who hung out today. Jay for spending her clues today. I appreciate that. Also, fantastic show out Fox and Mama Bear for being our amazing mods and always sticking with me. Mama Bear, I will go check the mail, I do promise. Subscribers that chatted today included Mike Burton and Jay, and we're headed off to Wolfen. So, small party, but that's okay. If you were just lurking and working, or lurking and doing your errands and stuff, I do appreciate that, as always. Do give Wolfen our best. I may be there for a few minutes on the flip side, but then I will be off and joining the family. So, have yourself an absolutely fantastic weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye for now.
Transfer complete.